Hey, how's it going? Real quick microphone check. Cool. I struggle with this one a lot. What I'm going to talk about. Uh, and I don't know, I feel like everyone kind of struggles with it, or it's like kind of a common thing, and that's catching up. Um, there are so many things that I say that I want to do, or like say I will do at one point, and the list keeps growing by the moment. And here I am trying to catching up with it. And I mean, my thought, I don't think we ever catch up. It won't happen. So, kind of deciding what's important to you, what's worth your time, what makes you feel good. Those are just some thoughts to consider. Um, and kind of in this vein, I think it's funny sometimes, like if you've watched any videos, or you're a follower, a listener. Like I do construction work, and I've done construction work for a long time. But one of the things with it, and I kind of joke with guys before, like I have in the past, but um, like there's this idea of efficiency, and instead of starting a task, you'll kind of sit back, you watch, um, you'll observe like what needs to be done, and think about the best way to do it. And I don't know what is the best way, but like you can sit back and observe, or you can start doing something. So like, what's the obvious simple thing that needs to be done? Oh, well, if we're going to put this lumber up over here, like the lumber has to be over here, so why don't we move the lumber over? Or if I'm going to do this, like I need to put in this screw, I need to put on this hanger, I need to put on this bracket, I need to do that, I need to drill the pilot holes, I need to, like, there's always something that can be done. Because if you're going to do something, you have to do it, right? So in what small way can you break something up and catch up with the task at hand? Um, and I wonder sometimes, like, if I'll have time for all these things, or if they really, if they are something that I need to do, or something that needs done. Um, and my mind and my ambitions and my passions are kind of divided between a lot of things. Um, I'm kind of a tinkerer. I like working with my hands. I on occasion make music. I write, make poetry. I paint, and I just kind of dabble in random things. Like right now, I'm thinking about wood turning, and I'm thinking about um, all sorts of things, welding, and like these very crafty and technical things. And I'm trying to catch up on my little to-do list, but I really just have to take my time. One thing I always say is that if something's important, it'll come back around. I kind of lament at times, I won't be in a spot where I can write something down, or like record something in my journal, like a line that I have that's kind of piercing, and it like gives me the into like a space that more will be revealed, and I can't write that down. But I think if it's really important to you, or if you're like meticulous or like obsessed enough, it'll come back around, It'll give itself a chance to be heard again, to be recognized. So, those are things to consider. Um, just catching up. And I feel like it's one of those things, like just kind of these like a whining pursuit, like I woulda, coulda, shoulda kind of thing. Um, Start somewhere. What's the simple task that's going to get you to, making that thing? I don't know. For me, I let's take writing for example. If I'm writing, if I want that to be any sort of digital, I hate to say product, but like a tangible item, then I have to type it. I have to type it. I have to download some kind of format or template and insert my work. But in order to have those poems or those short pieces ready, that prose, then I have to type it. So that's one thing that I can do. That's starting somewhere. I've gone to the end to write something, type it out, and then it's ready to be worked on. Um, One thing that I really like to do with painting, I do a lot of acrylic painting. I don't know, I haven't dabbled much in oils and stuff, but one thing that I do like to do is to start, I'll unwrap the canvas, if it's not a piece of wood, um, just like a white canvas. I'll paint it with gesso to give it. I like the layers and like the texture of oils. Acrylics, you don't really get that. You kind of get like a flattened version if you get anything at all. But like for me, just applying gesso, like a white gesso, gives it, like it kind of takes the pressure off. Like you've started it, you have this idea that it's going to be some incredible thing, but maybe it is. But just starting with something simple, and just seeing where it goes and seeing what happens. Um, but in that pursuit of catching up, I'll always have another thing, but I think what comes back around is the important stuff. Um, so I'm always looking forward to that, the things that come back and the things that like show the test of time and show that they're important, to me and to my sphere. So just something to think about, something to get after. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one.